So, what is physical harder, wrestling or a regular gym training?
Uh, that pro wrestling, because like regular gym,
Estimate,
like
is wrestling real or fake?
yes, yes. To me,
What
I
is the
think
biggest misconception people have about wrestling?
the biggest misconception is that people think it's fake, or to like dismiss it because it is pretty tough. Uh,
How much does a wrestler actually earn?
I mean, if you are a shit wrestler and you don't earn anything, then too bad. But if you are a top level wrestler, then you can negotiate and then you can get something. Hey, if you haven't been on TV yet, right? You're unsigned, unknown. You can actually negotiate for like a few $100 and some other benefits on top of that. You know, like a flight, 2 flights, hotel, or like maybe extra money by food in hotel. So it's always negotiable.
So, is it harder to balance a personal life and a wrestling now?
Now, not too bad now because my kids.
Do you think about your daughter when you step into the ring?
Depends on the day, depends on the match. Sometimes no, because sometimes it's an important big match that requires my energy. So there's no fucking way I'm gonna be thinking about whether my kid is like, watching it or what. I think the times where I do think of her is if she's at the Singapore shows. So I will be concerned.
So, do you believe wrestling can grow bigger in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hey bro, how are you?
I'm doing good, Pravesh. Thanks for having me.
And welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
Sorry?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's start with the biggest debate. Is wrestling real or fake?
Yes. To me, I think it's very real. Often I say it's more real than real life because real life a lot more fake things that you have to come across. But wrestling, the emotion you get, the emotion you evoke out of people and out of yourself and all that, I think it's very tangible. And of course, the violence.
Yeah. What is the biggest misconception people have about wrestling?
The biggest misconception is that people think it's fake or to like dismiss it because it is pretty tough. I think almost everything is predetermined in life, man. Like whether it's like the movies and the cinema, that's also scripted and predetermined. Whether it's even the legal system, when you have a jury against you, that's predetermined going to jail. And for me as a Catholic, the Bible also is predetermined. One day Jesus will come back, clean house, so like, yeah. There's so many things that's predetermined. And I think so wrestling predetermined it's confused for faith a lot and isn't it actually, very real about it.
So what is physical harder, wrestling or a regular gym training?
That pro wrestling because like regular gym training, like for me as a trainer, uh train people for all sorts of life. I train like kids, I train like adults, I train seniors, people, stuff like that. And anyone can get into fitness at any time. The difficulty can be adjusted. But in pro wrestling, same thing. The difficulty can be adjusted and work upwards or made more difficult. Not everyone's going to be able to come in and do a front roll, back bump or something. Absolutely shatter the back of a 8-year-old person. So I would say wrestling is harder to do for in terms of just physics.
So wrestling is harder.
100%.
So when did you decide wrestling is more than just a hobby?
It's very strange because I think I decided that at the age of 11 when I first fell in love with it and I wanted to this and only this. And I always saw it as that it was a job that I was going to do. So even when I started training in the Singapore Pro Wrestling Academy, because I'm a pioneer student from SPW, so when I started training there, you could see that maybe half of the people there are to do it for hobby. Nothing wrong. It's fun.
Mm.
Some way to kill time. Some way to spend and waste a lot of money on also. But for me, I always wanted to go into the business aspect of it. Even from a very young age, I wanted to do more shows, do more events, sell merchandise, sell tickets, this kind of stuff. Uh, I feel that when I direct myself that way, then do better work. So if I thought of it as a hobby, then I'll just play and think, not just thought.
So when did your family think when you choose wrestling?
We were finding it. I think because I come from quite an open family. I'm Eurasian Singaporean, so like the Eurasians, we have just generally more open-minded, the traditional Asian family then. So it didn't force me to be a doctor or a lawyer. I wanted to be a wrestler. Fine. Yeah, very supportive also. The family always comes and supports.
Supportive family.
Yeah, yeah.
So